The movie Ready Player One is a big hit at the box office. The virtual reality-based film tells a story about a culture obsessed with escaping the real world and diving headfirst into the oasis. It contains some adult language, but is it something that you can take your kids to see? Psychologist Dr. Cheryl Ziegler is here to talk more about it. You know, the kids hear about it, and of course, when they have older siblings or they see an advertisement for it, they want to see it. So it becomes this question of a parent of, should I let them see it? You know, are they used to this type of either violence or language? What's your opinion on it?
Well, I think every parent needs to think about it because this is a smashing success, and kids, gamers, and even kids who aren't, they're all talking about it,
Yeah.
even starting as young as 8 years old. But I really think that they need to think about the rating. The PG-13 rating is really important guideline for this one because there is some, there is some foul language. And there's violence. And in terms of the violence, I don't know how much more it is really than the video games that a lot of these kids are playing, but I think it's smart to really look at this as a movie that's really for kids 12 and over.
Well, the question that I have, because as you know, I have a high schooler, middle schooler, and an 8-year-old still in 2nd grade. So my young one hears about the things that my older children see. But at what point are we normalizing violence and language when you take a young child? It's easier to explain that to a high schooler.
Right.
But are we normalizing, even in video games? Are we saying, oh, this is just a part of normal life?
Yeah, I think in a way, there really are age guidelines, even on video games. I mean, people like to be so upset with video games, but there are guidelines on there, and we're just not following them.
Is that what you find in your practice? Are we just ignoring some of that?
And a lot of it is pressure, just having, your 8-year-olds, oh, but everybody else is playing it. Oh, but it's not a big deal. Oh, I'll only do it for a little while. And so kids are even getting savvier with their arguments, like, this isn't going to make me violent. I'm just want to play these games, So they've got all these arguments. So I really think parents need to use some common sense and just say, and even use the rating. It says it's PG-13 or it says it's M for mature.
For a reason.
Right, and I'm going to follow that, and I'm going to trust that that's what's best for you.
The PG-13 rating hasn't always been there. I mean, that's more in the last decade, maybe, I'm not sure what year, that came out for this very reason. So your top piece of advice for parents who hear that from their kids, where they say, everybody saw it, my friends all saw it, what do you say to your kids?
So I think you say to them, first of all, let's talk about your age. You need to be around 12. Some people said maybe 11. I think that depends on your kid. But I think the second piece is to say, you will see that movie, maybe next year or the year after. It's not going away. It's just out right now. It's really hot right now. The next movie will be coming. Maybe you even direct them to say, let's see what's coming up next. But you've got to hold your ground. You really got to understand that, for the younger kids, it is a lot of violence. And it's a big screen and a big movie. And so it's a lot for them to process.
I saw it this weekend. I don't know if you use this website, but there are several websites that will review these movies. One is Common Sense Media.
Yeah, big fan.
And they will say, this is what you need to look out for. It's heavy on violence. It uses this many curse words. Like, it actually defines it for you. So that might be something good for parents.
Great resource.
Yeah. Good to see you this morning. Thank
you.
We appreciate it.